Before we get into the details, here's what's coming up. First, we'll clarify what respiration really is and how it differs from breathing. Next, we'll examine the two types of respiration, aerobic and anaerobic. Then we'll look at how our bodies respond during exercise when energy demands increase. Finally, we'll explore the concept of oxygen debt and how our bodies recover after intense exercise. Respiration is the process of transferring energy from the breakdown of glucose. It happens continuously in every living cell of your body. It's important to understand that respiration is not the same as breathing. Breathing, or ventilation, is simply moving air in and out of your lungs. Respiration, on the other hand, involves many chemical reactions that transfer the energy cells need for all living processes. All living things respire, not just animals, but plants, fungi, and even single-celled organisms. It's how they transfer energy from their food to their cells. Respiration is an exothermic process. This means it releases energy in the form of heat as well as usable energy for the cell. There are two main types of respiration, aerobic and anaerobic. The key difference is whether oxygen is used in the process. Aerobic respiration uses oxygen. It's the most efficient way to transfer energy from glucose. The word equation for aerobic respiration is glucose plus oxygen equals carbon dioxide plus water. There is also a chemical form of this equation. Aerobic respiration happens all the time in plants and animals. Most of the reactions take place inside specialized structures called mitochondria. This process releases a large amount of energy from each glucose molecule because the oxidation of glucose is complete when oxygen is available. Anaerobic respiration occurs when there isn't enough oxygen available. The word anaerobic literally means without oxygen. In human muscle cells, anaerobic respiration produces lactic acid. This incomplete breakdown of glucose releases much less energy than aerobic respiration. This is because glucose isn't fully oxidized in anaerobic conditions. Plants and yeast cells can also respire without oxygen, but they produce different end products. Their anaerobic respiration creates ethanol and carbon dioxide instead of lactic acid. This process in yeast cells is called fermentation. It has important economic applications in bread making and producing alcoholic drinks. In bread making, it's the carbon dioxide from fermentation that makes bread rise. In beer and wine making, it's the fermentation process that produces alcohol. Now let's look at how our bodies respond to exercise when energy demands increase dramatically. When you exercise, your muscles need more energy from respiration to contract more frequently than normal. This increased need for energy means your cells need more oxygen and must remove carbon dioxide more quickly. To meet this demand, several things happen in your body. Your breathing rate and breath volume increase. This gets more oxygen into your blood and removes carbon dioxide more efficiently. Your heart rate increases to pump this oxygenated blood around your body faster. During moderate exercise, these adaptations are usually sufficient to supply your muscles with the oxygen they need for aerobic respiration. However, during vigorous exercise like sprinting, your body cannot supply oxygen to your muscles quickly enough. When this happens, your muscles start respiring anaerobically as well as aerobically. This produces lactic acid, which builds up in the muscles and can cause pain and fatigue. Long periods of exercise can cause muscle fatigue. The muscles get tired and stop contracting efficiently. After intense exercise involving anaerobic respiration, you'll have what's called an oxygen debt. This is the amount of extra oxygen your body needs to recover after exercise. This oxygen is used to react with the lactic acid that has built up and remove it from the cells. In other words, you need to repay the oxygen that you didn't get while you were exercising intensely. This is why you continue breathing hard for a while after you stop exercising. Your pulse and breathing rate stay high while there are high levels of lactic acid and carbon dioxide in your blood. Your body also has another way of coping with lactic acid. Blood that enters your muscles transports the lactic acid to the liver. In the liver, the lactic acid is converted back into glucose. Understanding respiration helps us appreciate how our bodies produce the energy needed for everything from basic cellular functions to intense physical activity. In our next episode, we'll explore metabolism.